Well, since the Cavs won the championship, I'm gonna go ahead and continue this. See if I can go for my championship. Still got a ways to go though. Ooh, San Antonio. Some real way, right? Put that one. What do they got? Alright, let's do that. Alright.
It's the 2K
If I can
Sports
step it up this
pregame
time.
show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the New York Knicks going up against the Spurs in San Antonio. Checking out the Spurs, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. Can we talk about Kawhi Leonard, guys?
Sure.
He's become one of only very few players ever to win a Defensive Player of the Year and a Finals MVP. And he just keeps on getting better, Kenny.
His ability to guard multiple positions. His length can bar the point guards. His strength and size can.
This is 2K Sports broadcasting from San Antonio as the Spurs take it to the hardwood here at the AT&T Center. The New York Knicks come into this one after a win against the Nets.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And New York, looking at who they've got. Freak in at point guard. Porzingis is out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's Afflalo, and it's Anthony in at the small forward. Now here's Parker. T right on him. They set the pick to the left side wing. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist by Parker.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Greg Popovich had a few moments to share with me. He said a big part of this game will depend on how well they can slow down Carmelo Anthony. He added with his size and shooting ability, he can score inside and out. We're going to try a couple different coverages and show him different looks over the course of the game to try to keep him off balance. And guys, I guess we'll see how it works. Back to you.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Here is Parker after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. And Parker, here we go. Parker with another miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And it's Freak missing.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Parker against Anthony. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the game. That free throw missing.
2 shots.
Second free throw, no good. The Knicks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Porzingis. From 13. Here's Lopez, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Lopez has got his first bucket in this one.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Aldridge a screen. Parker drives in, and it comes off the front of the rim.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
He kicks it to Aldridge. Parker outside, screened by Duncan. Leonard with the ball. Now Anthony defending. Aldridge. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
That's now 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to find the rhythm and flow here offensively.
And it's Freak missing. Spurs trail by 6. Outside Leonard. Lopez against Duncan. Kicks it to Ginobili. Shot clock at 6 to stop the drought, and he gets it to go.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
The Knicks leading by 3. Freak kicks to Afflalo. Passes it to Freak. Back to Afflalo. Outside Anthony. Launches it. Rebound San Antonio. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And it goes back to what's been their strength, really, on the interior. From a defensive standpoint, they just defended the rim as well as you could.
Yeah, I thought it was really impressive the way they did it, guys. They were alert, they were active, they were aware, and their reaction to shots was outstanding.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Freak, he's in at point guard. JaVale McGee is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Anthony. And it's Roten in at the 2. Here's Porzingis. He feeds it to McGee. Parker with the steal. And now Parker pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And Anthony sends it back. Here's Porzingis. Dishes it to Anthony. The 11-footer, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Anthony's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Knicks. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Here's Parker. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Roten. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Parker outside. Misses the layup.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him. And they can up the ante a little bit there after that basket.
Yeah, you know, their lead's increasing, and they've got to be feeling better and better about the way this game is starting to play out now. So we'll see if they can close it out.
Now let's send it to Doris on the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nets put on a show. He had 18 points, and he was a free throw machine. A ton of his work done at the charity stripe. We could see his role in this offense expand if he puts together more games like this one, guys.
Thanks, Doris. He had a heck of an outing that night, GA.
Yeah, he really did, Kevin. I mean, a very professional performance. Played hard every single second he was on the court.
Guys, that's what we expect from him, and he rarely lets us down, and he certainly didn't let us down that night.
And making connections is always good in any business, and the NBA is no different. From what I've heard, Clark, Freak has done a good job of reaching out to his peers all over the NBA.
I think that's an example of Freak just having a good head on his shoulders and knowing that taking the time to get to know others in the business has its benefits. Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Some nice passing by New York here. Anthony with it. 14 points from him the last game against the Nets in Brooklyn. 5 to shoot. From deep, Afflalo. Shot is no good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
In their meetings last year, they split the season series. Happens a fair amount between teams from the East and West.
And, you know, when you only see a team twice a year, Greg, it's hard to really get a good understanding of who they are or a good feel for them. And oftentimes that can lead to a series split. There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
And he has really come to life here.
That's that bullshit. You can make all those fucking layups, I can't make one. Fucking stupid.
Take a look at the teams that have been holding their opponents to the fewest points in the last 10 games. Number 1, the Knicks.
impressive on the defensive end, and they may have caught a few teams on off nights, but you've got to give them credit. They've made scoring a chore when you look at their opponents.
The Spurs making a switch here. Smart's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Williams is checked in.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
David West, he's checked in for San Antonio. San Antonio trailing here. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Feeds it to Smart from beyond the arc. Rebound by Williams. For New York, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Freak with it, now guarded by Smart. Anthony against Ginobili. Anthony, the pass to Lopez. And Afflalo kicks to Williams. New York needs to get off a shot. Here's Freak. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Now here's Freak after the miss from Tim Duncan. Freak right through the knee for the layup. And it's a 5-point Knicks lead. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Ginobili attacking, and Derek Williams is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there.
And the first half.
Well, Tim, in looking at that first half, what sort of adjustments are necessary as you guys prepare to take the floor after the break?
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
What a stellar outing in this one for West. He's got 10 points and 2 blocks. Don't underestimate how important he's been.
And this is what we see when we talk about potential. He's tapped into it today, guys.
Manu and Kawhi filling out the perimeter. Aldridge out there with Duncan, and it's Parker in at the 1. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Now here's Lopez. The dish to Freak. Anthony kicks to Lopez. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Here's Freak following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Freak kicks to Afflalo. To the paint. It's deflected. It's stolen by Duncan. Parker outside. Duncan right side. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Duncan's got the game tied up here for the Spurs. The Knicks shooting well. They're at 45%. Lopez inside, covered by Duncan. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. The Knicks have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses early. And he can't get the first one. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there. I'll bet he didn't either. As good a foul shooter as he is.
Parker kicks to Ginobili. Back to Parker. For the lead. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Anthony dishes to Freak. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. It's Anthony with the drive. And he banks in the layup. Anthony's got 10 points.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
Now here's Parker. He's got 8. can't cash in from close range.
And although not a block officially, it might as well have been his ability to react and alter the shot.
Greg, I don't think there was any doubt about it. His defense threw him off on that shot.
Here's Freak. 5 points in the game. Nice work there coming off the screen. Aflalo's got his second basket of the night.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Parker passes to Leonard. To the paint, and it's sent back by Lopez. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court, and Freak throws it down.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Now here's Parker. Right now he's averaging 11 points a game. There's a good screen. Screen by Duncan. Ginobili kicks to Duncan. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. The Knicks leading by 4. Freak with it. Picked up by Ginobili. Puts it up. That doesn't go either for Aflalo. Spurs have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep. Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Screen by Duncan. Ginobili dishes to Duncan. Outside Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Aldridge. Takes the turnaround J. It's deflected. Anthony drives in, and a wide open look for Freak. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Leonard, the pass to Parker. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And that's now 10 points for Parker. The Knicks with the lead. Now here's Freak. He's got 7. He dishes it to Anthony. From about 19 feet, and it's Anthony again missing.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
Move the ball. Stick it to
Now, Freak. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Kept alive. Lopez.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. First one falls for him. Both teams deciding. And here's Freak. And New York looking at who they've got. Freak, he's in at the point. Anthony out there with Porzingis. Then there's JaVale McGee. And it's Roten in at the shooting guard. Spurs trail by 13. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Leonard attacking. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And that one's good. Freak.
And something we don't see nearly as much as we used to. The finger roll.
The Spurs have gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Now here's Parker. The pass to Green. Here's Marjanovic. Now the feed to Parker. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. The Knicks leading by 13. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Anthony with the bucket.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Parker kicks to Leonard. Fade away. Tries hit again. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
We've seen Parker doing this thing. He has 12 points and 5 assists.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Knicks?
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second-chance points.
Tim Duncan, he's checked in for San Antonio. Ginobili comes in for Green. And that one's good. Free.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Parker dishes to Ginobili. Duncan kicks to Parker. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
And it's Anthony again missing. Spurs trail by 15. Parker kicks to Leonard from deep. But they get it back. And another shot. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Duncan hits them both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Now here's Freak after the miss from Tim Duncan. And Freak throws it down.
And that fella can flat out fly, can he?
Reminds me of a young Greg Anthony out of
my
UNLV.
goodness.
No doubt about that. Just look at the elevation he climbed to right there.
Kevin, you just made my knees hurt.
That's what sets him apart from so many other point guards in the NBA.
Now here's Anthony. And he overshot that one, missing.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
Lopez, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Leonard hits them both. The Knicks leading by 13. Here's Freak. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Just no let up, guys. They just keep coming at you.
Well, this lead is too big to overcome. I'm going out on the limb right now. There's just not enough time left on the clock to make up the ground they have to make up.
And now, your Spurs dance team.
There's the pick. Here's Parker. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Freak.
Shooting for San Antonio, Tony Parker.
He's off on the first.
At the line for 2.
And he's good on the second.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
Now here's Freak. Pass to Lopez to the left side wing. Freak passes to Porzingis. And Afflalo kicks to Freak. Shot clock at 5. Some nice passing by New York here. The 19-foot shot. That one off the back iron and out. Spurs trail by 14.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Knicks.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Yeah, it's a fun way to play, and it's fun to watch, too.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
There we go. Started off
The mental
slow. We
toughness
got
of
up
this
there.
group show. They were never
Yes.
rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke.
A+, C+. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. All right, cool.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game. Freak. He had an outstanding fourth quarter where he really shined, pouring it on heavy down the stretch. Let's get your opinion, Kenny.
He was doing some serious battling with the bigs down low. He's not afraid to go hard to the rack wherever he had the chance. He doesn't care about their size. He's going in there, and he's going in there often. I think he caught him off guard with that aggressive behavior.
Well, certainly a solid night for him offensively. Excellent production pretty much everywhere. He was what I call NSV, Ernie, a nice safety valve. When they need to open up the valve, he came through with that offense.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We are honored to have you with us for our special presentation of the NBA on this Martin Luther King holiday. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the New York Knicks going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. Checking out the 76ers, with a record of 3-7 over their last 10 games, they have been struggling. Wins hard to come by. We'll see if they can grab one tonight. And today we honor the one and only Martin Luther King Jr., a man who stood for the peace, unity, and equality of all people. It's a great day, Shaq.
That man gave his life for what he believed in. We are forever indebted.
Well, the progress that he made, truly he led by example.
At the shooting guard position, standing 6'5".
10-game winning streak. See if we can keep it going.
Aaron Aflalo. At center, at 7'0" number 8, Robin Lopez. Starting at power forward, at 7'3", number 6, Kristaps Porzingis. And at forward at 6'8" from Syracuse, number 7, Carmelo Anthony. At the other guard position, 6'0", number 16, Freak.
Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports, a special Martin Luther King Day edition. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Well, the 76ers right now, they're focused on kicking off to a good start on the road trip here. Challenging part of the schedule, and this is where they need to buckle down and take care of business.
Kevin, there's something about the road that gives a team a chance to really come together. It's you against the rest of the world. You can really bond and have a chance to become a closer unit, and oftentimes that can result in better basketball.
And that's what they'll be hoping for on this trip, because they need something to go right for them. Not much has here lately.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Thompson is out there with Carl Landry. Then it's Thornton. Then there's Okafor.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. And that is good.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
Here's Freak. And Okafor with the block. And they get it back. Lopez a screen. Freak passes to Porzingis. Ball stolen. In the corner, Thornton with it. No good. And New York will come the other way. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together. Now, there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
The 76ers shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And when you think of free throw shooting, not particularly a strength for this group, right around 70%.
And, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
Now here's Anthony. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Spurs in San Antonio. Follow against Thompson. Marcus Thornton on the wing. Outside Landry, just 4 to shoot. And it falls over the rim and in.
Assist goes to Hollis Thompson.
Knicks have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Freak kicks to Lopez. Here's Aflalo, and Okafor with the block. And he's able to get it back. Freak drilled from 11 feet out.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
The 76ers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Intercepted. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Anthony nowhere around. That's good on the jump shot. Anthony's got his first basket.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
I was able to catch up with the head coach of the 76ers. Their #1 priority is not to give up any looks on the inside, anything easy in the interior, guys. He told me, quote, "We want to have the key look like a fancy club out there. Crowded, not a lot of room, and very hard to get into." Sounds like your kind of place, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Here's Anthony after the Sixers pick up 2. And yes, sir, that one drops. Freak's got his second basket.
Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
It's rebounded by Porzingis. New York trailing. Outside Anthony. Lopez a screen. Some nice passing by New York here. Baseline jumper. And again, it's New York.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
The 76ers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Knocked loose. Here's Freak. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Now here's Freak. He just worked San Antonio in that last game. Tries a 3, and that is good. Freak's got 9.
And just a solid way to start the game. 4-5.
15, 9. Timeout call for Philadelphia.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's throw it down inside or run some pick and roll.
He's been a factor for them over the last month. First and 3-point shooting. Goal percentage, really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And not only is he dialing it up from deep, he's doing it with great consistency. One of our league's most efficient 3-point shooters.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. JaVale McGee's checked in for Lopez. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Porzingis. Derek Williams checked in for Anthony. And Roten subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. Now here's Freak. He's got 9. Inside. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. For New York, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is
The 76ers trailing. Freak in at point guard. JaVale McGee is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Tony Roten. And it's Anthony in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 for New York right now.
You know, even though he missed that 3-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Freak kicks to Roten. The pass to McGee. Now here's Freak, covered by Smith. Freak passes to Porzingis. Just 5 to shoot. And that one's good. Roten. And the Knicks lead by 3.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Noel sets a screen for Smith. Passes it to Noel. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. The Knicks shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Freak passes to Porzingis. Here's Freak. And he dunks it down.
And a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead.
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Yeah, the offense seems completely in disarray.
Exactly. But at the other end, it's one bucket after the other. This run is getting out of hand right now.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Philadelphia's coach as he addressed his team. If what he talked about is a true indication, the pick and roll is going to be their go-to play from now on. He sees that as being their best option offensively. He also wants to see a patient offense, work for the shot, move the ball around, and as he told them, quote, if you don't see a good shot, find someone who does. Well, Coach not wasting any time in tweaking the game plan. We'll see if it makes a difference as we approach halftime, Kevin.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Anthony dishes to Freak. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. In the corner, Thornton with it. Fires the three. The Knicks pull it in. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the 76ers.
And really lucky that they weren't blown out in that game, because I just thought the effort was lacking.
They just couldn't hit on anything that worked for them, no matter what approach they used.
Another shot. The shot will not go. The 76ers trail by 5. The feed to Landry. To the inside. Here's Okafor, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Present the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for Porzingis. Anthony kicks to Freak, releases from 15, kept alive. Anthony can't get it to go. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. To the inside, and stolen by Roten. And pushing it up, here's New York. Anthony kicks to Lopez. Anthony, the pass to Freak. Anthony against Grant. Here's Freak. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got his 4th assist in this one. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for New York.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Here's Freak. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Freak's got 18 points in the game.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
1:27 left in the first half of basketball.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Aflalo, that's good.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
We gotta be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter.
And new group in for the Knicks. And we've reached
not bad for the first half.
Knicks out front.
I gotta pick it up in the second half though. Gotta get some more assists. We got 1. I hate when they do this crap.
The ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
My approach on offense. Letting the game come to me. Give me the ball and let me work. Let the game come to me.
I'm just trying to let the game come to me. When I'm trying to force it on offense, good things happen. And that's why I've had success here.
Slow and steady wins the race.
I don't want to say nothing stupid and it messes me up and I lose fans.
And welcome back to the 2K Sports broadcast of the NBA, celebrating Martin Luther King Day. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, how about that first half? He's already scored more points than he averages on the season.
Yeah, he's on pace for a monster game. It's too bad he can't score like this every night.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the 76ers, Okafor out there with Carl Landry. Then it's Hollis Thompson. That's Thornton. And he knocks down the first one. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebounding.
You know what? That rebound has always been a critical element of the game, and that's why they are now understanding how to win.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Spurs really lit it up. He dropped in 17 points and added 3 rebounds as well. His output helped his team stay hot as they have been playing some great team ball of late.
Good job as always, Doris. Thank you, guys. What was your take on his performance?
Kevin, I really felt like he left it all out on the floor. I'll say this. It was a great, hard-charging effort.
Guys, when he's on, nobody's more fun to watch. And he was definitely on in that game.
Kicks to Thornton. Offline with his 3. New York leading by 8. A follow outside. Freak dishes to Anthony. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
The 76ers with another miss.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Oh, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger Clark right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
On the wing, Thornton. 6 on the shot clock. From about 19 feet. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Shots good by Anthony.
3 straight hoops in transition now. They'll want to end that trend in a hurry.
Yeah, no excuse for giving up the easy fast break baskets like they have. They've got to do a better job of engaging there.
Feeds it to Thornton. Drops in the tray. Thornton's got 7.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Knicks City Dancers.
In a moment now to see nice 3-point percentage numbers on this list. A look at the leaderboard showing us 3-point shooting 2 men in the league. Aaron Aflalo, number 1.
He just oozes with confidence out there beyond the arc. That's where he makes his living, as he should. I mean, given how efficient he's been from long range.
Well, we've all heard ball don't lie. Well, numbers don't lie either. I mean, he's got range that I've put up against anybody else in the league. Shooting guard or otherwise. He's an assassin.
Okafor with a screen on Lopez. Lopez against Grant. Pass to Okafor. And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get... there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
JaVale McGee's checked in for New York. Smith, no luck.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Freak kicks to Anthony. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Anthony's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
The Knicks leading by 9. Freak passes to Porzingis. To the middle. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Freak. He has 20 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for New York. Derek Williams comes in for Anthony. And both free throws good from Freak. The 76ers trail by 11. The drive by Smith. That's good. Smith's got 6 points.
Well, you can bet the defense wasn't expecting that kind of razzle-dazzle out of him. But the spin worked like a charm. Perfect.
There's Freak. Power down with both hands.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills. I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Here's Houghton. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And they've also worked hard to get the ball inside. They haven't just settled. And they've hit a lot of high percentage shots in this game.
And New York making a change here. Rivers checked in. And the second free throw, good. The 76ers trail by 10. There's a screen by Noel. Smith dishes to Noel. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
The 76ers have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. All free throws good from Noel. The Knicks leading by 8. Rivers kicks to Williams. Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Porzingis is out there with Anthony, and it's Rivers, and it's McGee in at center, locking down the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. And it's blocked.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Pass to Noel. Smith dishes to Okafor. Smith against Rivers. 6 to shoot. And it's Smith penetrating from 13. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Here's Freak. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Freak's got 26 points.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen. The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
There's the pass to Porzingis. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Shoots a three, and the three is knocked down. Deep ball good, and a nice shot from Freak.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
The drive by Smith. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
Robin Lopez is checked in for New York. Flalo comes in for Rivers. That's good. And that's 12 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
Shot from 12. It's tipped.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead. No doubt about it.
Here's a Flalo. And it's Noel with the rebound.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Freak kicks to a Flalo. Porzingis passes to Freak. Anthony right side. To the inside. Freak. Can't hit. Now the 76ers take it the other way. They've got the Wizards ahead of them for the next game. It's in Washington. That will conclude their brief two-game road trip. Here's Grant, and it's blocked. Freak with it. Passes it to Porzingis. Anthony with it. Now defended by Grant, and that one's good by Lopez.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
Timeout for the 76ers. Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City dancers. Go on and give it up.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, during that last break, I heard the 76ers coach as he addressed his team. He told them, guys, we're getting bogged down in the half court. Let's get out and run, see what's available in early offense. If there's nothing there, we can always back it out and run our sets. Good advice, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. And stolen by Noel. Back to Thornton. To the left wing. From the arc. The 76ers with another miss.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
Yeah, and they've been on the winning end. I mean, effort is one thing you can always control in addition to attitude. I would credit this lead to force of will.
And it's Noel missing.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
From deep, Thornton. The Knicks pull it in. Anthony's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's a Flalo. Here's Freak. And that one's good. Freak's got 13 points in the second half.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air. Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
A Flalo outside. Anthony against Thompson. Lopez sets a screen for Anthony. Layup off the pick. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Knicks.
2 great rebounding teams, Clark.
Yeah, and these guys just worked a little bit harder tonight. That was the edge that was needed.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And in what's been a very competitive series between these two teams, the victory here tonight will push their record to 2-1. with 1 left to play against the 76ers.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Freak. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Too open that time, made it look too easy.
That's a confident play there. Great execution.
This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
You're exactly right. I mean, take care of the ball, work the clock. It's a wrap.
Yep, nice game. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. He feeds it to Afflalo. He dishes it to Carmelo. Lopez sets a screen for Anthony. New York needs to get off a shot, and Freak throws it down.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
The 19-foot shot, and he connects with the jumper. So no problem for New York as they get the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubt that they'd come out on top.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now we send you to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's standing by in our studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Freak. He notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight. What'd you think, Kenny?
He's the best one I ever did. 33 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. Nice.
Making all over the court. This is the game, no matter who they put on him, he wasn't going to be denied. His offensive power was in full effect.
He had a sensational night shooting the ball. Over 60% reminds me of myself. If you're shooting over 60%, you're playing smart. You're being aggressive, and you're creating opportunities. What a spectacular performance.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always
Let's do one more.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. The action tonight out in New York as the Knicks play against the Utah Jazz. Well, for the Jazz, we've kind of waited and waited for this team to come together and start producing, but it just hasn't happened. And now we've gotten pretty deep into the season, so time's not on their side. And guys, this team getting some big help in the form of Freak. He has stepped up and been a big contributor over this recent stretch of games. Shaq, what's been the change for him?
You know, he's playing under control, Ernie. He's not trying to do too much with each possession. You know, he's also being more aggressive, taking the initiative. You know, he's just going at people, the barbecue chicken theory, Ernie. Get out of my way, I'm going to eat you.
Yeah, I mean, Freak might be one of my favorite players coming up, Ernie. I mean, his teammates are trusting him more, giving him opportunities, trusting that the fact that he could score, and their success as a unit is also increased because of their trust in him.
You know who Freak reminds me of?
Who's that?
Me.
Oh, yeah.
And that wraps it up here. Thanks for joining us.
The bustling traffic coming in and out of Grand Central Station. Our view here. And it's the Jazz coming in from out of town on this one, an interconference game today. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The story here, Derek Favors Clark injured and unable to play.
Kevin, he went down the last game, and he's not available in this one. But from the injury report, it appears as though he'll be back soon.
Yeah, that's right. They're not sure exactly how much time he'll need, but they don't think it's too serious.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Hayward out there with Lyles. Then it's Jeff Withey. Then there's Trey Burke. And it's Hood in at the two guard. Pass to Lyles. It's tipped and stolen by Afflalo. Now here's Freak. He's covered closely. Outside Anthony. Lopez a screen. Anthony drives in. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. Here's Freak. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And both free throws good from Freak. And the Jazz with possession here. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
And I don't care how much you grind it out defensively. When you shoot it that poorly, you're going to struggle to win games.
Well, it's not only going to be a struggle, it's going to be virtually impossible if you shoot as poorly as they did.
And so it's New York with it after the basket by Utah. It's Anthony with the drive. Comes up empty from 8 feet.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
That's good.
A strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
Now here's Freak. Burke covering. Anthony kicks to Lopez. And a wide open look for Freak. Drains it from beyond the arc. Freak's got 5 points so far.
5, 4.
On defense, the Knicks. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And a couple guys got hot early, and then it became contagious. You could see that everybody kind of pitched in when it came to shooting.
Exactly right, Greg. I mean, normally there's a hot shooter. The defense can kind of lock into that guy and then let somebody else get some shots. But that wasn't even an option in that game because everybody was on fire.
Burke with it, out defended by Freak. Hood gets the bucket.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
The Knicks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And Freak throws it down.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Now, Freak, after Gordon Hayward's three-pointer that didn't go. Down low, Freak uses the glass to finish the layup. Freak's got his third bucket of the night.
That was a nice finish to an excellent possession.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Burke, the pass to Lyles. Denial. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Robin Lopez.
JaVale McGee.
Here's Lyles. Inside. Here's Withy. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Freak passes to Porzingis. Outside Anthony. McGee is screen on Hayward. Anthony dishes to Freak, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
How about the excitement right now that he's playing the game with? I love it.
He capped that dunk off with some serious hang time on the rim.
I tell you what, he just couldn't contain himself on that one.
Here's Withy, following the score by New York. Now Burke, 11 points for him in that last game against Atlanta. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now here's Burke, following the miss by Freak. Hayward outside. Soft touch off the glass. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes.
Damn, I got all the points for the game.
Grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
We're playing too much on the perimeter. Let's look to dump the ball inside.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Porzingis. Here's Freak, coming off a solid outing against Philadelphia. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Utah.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way. Well, at least he had the presence of mind to change his shot when the defense got on him. You got to improvise sometimes.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the 76ers played some outstanding basketball. He finished with 33 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
Now, here's Burks. He's covered by Roten. 4 on the shot clock. Fires it up. Utah the rebound. Here's Lyles. McGee with the block. Freak kicks to Roten. New York moving the ball around. And Hayward with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Hayward. Robin Lopez is checked in for New York. Hood's checked in for the Jazz. Here's Freak. He's got 11. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Freak's got 13.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Hayward with the ball. Now Anthony defending. There's the pick. Back to Hayward. The pass to Lyles. Just 5 to shoot. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by New York.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
And here's Exum. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Ingles passes to Hayward. The dish to Ingles. Pass to Lyles. Here's Hood. Another miss by Utah.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Lopez inside.
Jazz foul call.
It's his first trip to the line.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for New York, Robin Lopez.
And he can't get the first one. The Knicks making a switch here. Aflalo's checked in. Utah also making some changes. Withy comes in for Lyles. And it's Burke in for Dante Exum.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Anthony on the wing. Burke covering. He gives them a double-digit lead. Anthony's got 4 points.
That's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
And how about the numbers here for Hayward? He's
We got to be more physical on defense.
4 assists. And the numbers, while pretty outstanding, I mean, we've now come to expect that from this guy.
Completely in harmony with what his coach is trying to do there. Just a marvelous all-around talent.
And New York making a change here. Williams is checked in. Here's Burke. Sweet little floater. Burke's got his second basket of the night.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
The Knicks leading by 9. Freak kicks to Lopez. Utah has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And the foul called on Freak. And through the first half.
Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, guys. Great first half. Home fans are loving it. Still want to go over a couple of things, though.
These are the types of halves where we are helping ourselves out by making clean passes. They haven't caused us too many problems in the passing lanes to this point, but we still have a half of basketball to play. Something I have liked is our movement off the ball and all the good looks it's created for us. Keep finding those open shots on the floor. Okay, one more thing. A smooth flow to the second half is just what we're looking for. Let's keep things moving, but not at some kind of breakneck pace.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City Days.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
Freak, he's in at point guard. Anthony out there with Porzingis. Then there's Aflalo, and it's Lopez in at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Kurt Rambis.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Lopez a screen. Anthony with the bucket. Anthony's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for New York. Jazz trail by 18. Passes it to Lyles. Kicks it to Hood. Now here's Burke. He's covered closely. Feeds it to Hood. Offensive rebound.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Here's Freak. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. It's going to go on Trey Burke. Free throw good. Freak.
Jazz foul call. Trey Burke. That's his 3rd personal.
And so he makes both from the line. Here in this 3rd quarter, just over a minute play. Pass to Wiles. He kicks it to Hayward. The feed now to Burke. Shot clock at 6. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3. And chalk up a few more points for them there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense, I mean, it's all been terrific.
Now, here's Burke. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Hood dishes to Burke. Lays it up and banks it in. Burke's got 6.
That one goes down, but offensively, just 1 of 4 to start the 3rd quarter.
Lopez passes to Porzingis. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Great look there, but off target.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
By himself, hammers it down off the coast-to-coast break.
Just a good, solid, aggressive finish there on the break.
Not going to get much easier than that, Greg. Simple.
To the left wing. Hayward against Anthony. Hayward goes in.
Knicks foul call. Kristaps Porzingis.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
There's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
Tony Wroten, he's checked in for Aaron Aflalo. Then for the Jazz, Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Jeff Withey, and it's Exum in for Trey Burke. Lopez kicks to Wroten. Back to Lopez. Comes up empty down low.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Exum passes to Lyles. High arcing shoot 2 right here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
So for the Knicks, JaVale McGee's checked in for Lopez, and it's Williams in for Porzingis. And Utah with a change here too. Alec Burks checked in for Hood. Freak dishes to McGee. 11 feet away. Wroten, no good. Jazz trail by 21. In the 3rd quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Williams comes with a double team. Here's the 3. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound. McGee a screen. Anthony kicks to Williams. Stolen by Exum. And Exum with a clear path to the hoop. Finished off the break. Exum's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Freak kicks to Wroten. Outside Williams. He dishes it to Anthony. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls it up. That's good on the jump shot. Anthony's got 6 points in the quarter.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, I was...
The Knicks shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Taking a look at the Jazz. Trey Burke is out there with Shelvin Mack. Then there's Alec Burks. Then it's Hayward. And it's Hood in at the 3. Anthony against Hayward. Fires from 14. Off the left rim and out.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Now here's Freak. Burke covering. And it's Freak missing. And it's Utah's ball. Burke, the pass to Hayward. Jazz passing it around. And there's Burke. That's good on the assist by Hayward. And it's 9 points for Trey Burke.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Dishes it to McGee. He feeds it to Roten. Lopez a screen. Expanding his range. Offensive rebound. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
It's stolen by Anthony. Now here's Roten. Not a lot of room. Carmelo Anthony, and that's good. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Knicks?
Boy, their hounding, harassing efforts at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets.
6 on the shot clock. Hayward kicks to Burke. The basket good off the assist.
I would have fell on me. I don't know why I fucking
Hayward's
jumped.
got 3 assists now in this one.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
I should have cut all the way through.
Inside. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Like these free throws.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one misses. Zinkus, he's checked in for New York. Flalo comes in for Tony Roten. With he's checked in for Utah. Lyle comes in for Burks. And the second free throw, good. The Jazz have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Here's Burke. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 4th rebound in this one. Shots good by Anthony.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Now here's Burke. D right on him. To the right side. A shot by Hayward, wide open. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
In the first half, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes. But finding themselves down now, they've started to cast up a lot more triples.
To the inside. Stolen by Withy.
I gotta take it back right there.
Burke with it. Knocked loose.
Thank you.
And here's Anthony from the arc. Here's Lopez. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. A different look for New York. Bahamute comes in for Robin Lopez. And it's Gerald Green in for Anthony. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. On the wing of Flalo. Now the pass to Green. Here's Freak. Off target from outside. Utah's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. Here's Burke. They set the pick. Pass to Hayward. 5 on the clock. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Looking at the game for Hayward, he has 8 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all
Boy,
said,
they're showing us in the
I got a
paint.
sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
For the Knicks, Lopez, he's checked in for Mbamute. And Anthony
They
subbed in
both
for
of
Green.
this time.
Lyles checked in for Utah. Rodney Hood comes in for Dante Exum. Here's Freak.
No foul.
No luck. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Hayward
Where's my guy
dishes
at?
to
There
Burke.
he is.
Kicks it to Withy. Lets it go from 11. That one
Ah,
falls
me.
coming off Burke's feet. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter.
Wide
There's
open lane.
Freak.
Bang.
And that one is hammered home.
And folks, those are hops you just don't see from that one spot every day.
Well, that's why he is such an uncommon talent.
Yep, uncommon and unparalleled. I mean, he makes things happen out there for sure.
Keeping that
And
rebound.
how many extra possessions have they gotten because of that rebounding edge?
Well, it's been a bunch, and I think it's made the difference in the game. I mean, they've actually done a great job.
And one.
on both.
Yeah.
And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line. And that sends Freak to the free throw line. It's going
Damn
to
it.
go on Gordon Hayward. Catching up on the changes for New York. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Derek
Nice
Williams
pass
comes in
break.
for Porzingis. And it's Austin Rivers in for Aaron Aflalo.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for New York.
But Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a
Smart
blowout
player.
often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out
Good feed.
Clark this kind of punishment to
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly
almost had it.
were dominant in every area.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-gamer.
I tell you what, Greg, no matter how brief it is, anytime you can get a season series sweep, you're happy.
No surprise here, just a
should've
big-time
bounced it.
performance for Anthony. You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a
Where's
difference
my, there
maker.
he is.
Exum with a
That's on
wide
me.
open look.
Look
And
at
the
him
three
make
off
it.
target.
I can slow it down. That's game.
Now Freak.
It's a DNS. I'm not missed.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant show.
What's that, 12-game win streak?
Loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything.
21 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal. Cool.
Carmelo, we have a question from one of your...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we... Carmelo Anthony. He put his team on his back and carried them as we've seen him do before. But it never gets old. A textbook example. And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us for Chicago.
During the team's current winning streak, how concerned have you been with making sure you get yours?
It's never about the numbers for me. It's about wins. As long as we're rolling like tonight, then I'm good. That's an easy question. What else you got?
Critics might say you were just chasing numbers in a game tonight that was clearly in hand. Agree or disagree?
You know I don't agree with that. I'm going to play hard whenever coach puts me out there. And that's all there is to it. It's not about numbers or anything else. It's about the win and the fact that I give 100% on the court no matter the score or the opponent. Look, that's just how I'm wired.
How is your relationship with the fans?
Oh, I love the fans. I mean, they're everything to me. Hearing them cheering, chanting my name, even holding up cutouts of my head sometimes. I mean, it's an unbelievable feeling. This team goes out there every night trying to win games for them. Trying to bring a championship back home for them. They feed what we do each and every game. And that's why I try to get out there and give back. Spend time with them when I can. Show my appreciation. I love the fans, man. I love them.
Alright, I'm gonna cut it right here. Pick it up tomorrow. I'm out.